We're here today to celebrate 10 years of the championing of our members reporting data, which is a fantastic achievement. If you can show the next slide, which you can on the left. Oh, it is. Okay, there you go. Sorry. Yeah. So there are members, and if we're missing a logo, apologies. Please ask CARINE to fix that. So yeah, that's our spread. So in 2013, the first year, we asked members to report data. We had 14 members reporting from 13 countries, sharing that they had 23 million women customers, 3 billion in deposits, and 1.4 billion in credit. And then this year, 2023, which is for 2022 calendar year data, we have 51 members reporting, 34 countries, 77 million women customers, 132 billion deposits, and 76 billion in credit. So, I mean, that's 51. So 50% of our members are reporting. And obviously, we want all of you reporting. And it's not so easy, and we do a lot of support. We give a lot of support from members who do this and have figured out ways to members who are trying to figure it out. But I wanted to, we wanted to look back on the 7 members that have reported every year for the last 10 years. And what you're going to see is on the next slide, the incredible growth that has been achieved in number of women customers, deposit volumes, and credit volumes from these 7 banks. And the next slide kind of quantifies that a little bit in a different way. So increasing the number of women customers threefold, 129% increase in credit volumes, nearly 300% in deposits, a very nice one on credit to women SMEs in terms of volumes, 210%. Share of women on boards twice as big, and share of women in management 50% higher. So that's fantastic. And then this year's report, 51 members reporting. The next slide, you'll see that 92% of our members report having a women's markets program in place. And that's because we have new members that haven't started yet. But so 80% have a gender D&I program, and just over 50% also target unbanked women. The next slide, you'll see that 80% of the members are offering some form of non-financial services. We actually have lots of detail on that, but I'm not going to show it to you now. The next slide, as a result, we feel, of this comprehensive value proposition, we're seeing that the share of savings and credit volume is catching up with the representation as customers. So 39% average total number of customers, 33% deposits, 29% in loan volumes. And then looking at the CAGR between 2018 and 2022, we see a nice 5% growth in loans to micro entrepreneurs and 6% annual growth in loans to SMEs. And then that is translated slightly shorter number of years. So this is 2020 to 2022, that footings to women SMEs are growing significantly faster than to individuals. So you see that CAGR on loan volume is 16% and on deposits is 9%. And then the next slide shows that, of course, women are demonstrating what fantastic customers there are. So 75% of our members report higher net promoter scores from women than men. Average NPL rates as a percentage of men's is 69%, and that is true across all loan categories, and it has been true across all of the years of reporting data. And then the chart on the right shows the average number of products per customer, with men being in blue and women in green. And what you'll see there is that in the SME and micro segments, we have past the post there. We are ahead of men on that. So those are very important. That products per customer is a very important figure for banks because it shows the profitability. Okay, then the next slide, we actually ask our members every year their attitudes and what they think about us as a network. On the next slide, 70% of members report having advanced their programme at least one stage since joining the Alliance, and 41% have moved from beginner to intermediate or beginner to advanced. Next slide, 91% of members rated overall SAT with the Alliance at a 4 or a 5, and that is a consistent score across the years that we've measured it. Slide likelihood to recommend, we're at 4.6 on a 5-point scale, and it's been above 4.5 for the last 5 years. So that's hugely important because word of mouth is important, and we want you to recommend us to other potential members. And then this is a slide I love, which is contributing your expertise. So as you know, all our teachers in our Alliance are each other. So 67% of members contributed to our activities in 2023, and 92% want to in 2024. So we were able to really expand the opportunities for that because we are doing so much online, and so we have many frequent touch points. I mean, essentially, we have something every week. Okay, so that's it from the membership, and over to CARINE, who is our Director of Peer Learning, and she's going to share our value proposition to members so that you are all aware of also what's coming up next. Thank you.
Thank you, Inez, and congratulations for you for all your efforts to show us all these figures today. So our theory of change is a virtuous circle, as you can see, so where members contribute content, which we then codify and share among members through peer learning activities, building as such our members' capacity for them to become champions of the female economy. The more members we have that are doing great on the women's market or the diversity and inclusion strategy, the more content, the greater the learning services, the more we can attract new members. So we support our member institution in building women-centered strategy across 5 content areas: building the women's markets program, external, serving women customers across segments, so individuals, women in business, high net worth women, etc. Building the data journey, the starting point, and the most important, so sex disaggregating the data, measuring to take informed business decisions, becoming the employer of choice of women, focusing internally on employees and how we can drive women to leadership position, becoming the fintech provider of choice for women, supporting fintechs to become gender intelligent, and our 5th content area is climate and greening the CVP for women. So across the 5 content areas and during your entire journey, the Alliance is supporting you from starting to building your strategy, growing and scaling, until we position you, our member, as a champion of the female economy and an expert contributing knowledge and supporting other members. So our services include dedicated peer learning programs by stage of developing your strategy, but also by the different content area that we just mentioned. Knowledge publications includes how-to guides, tools, case studies, in briefs, and technical research to also support you during your journey. Data reporting is key, as you just saw. So the Female Economy Analytics report is not only to help you measure and to help us measure the global impact, but also to provide you with benchmarking reports that are key for you to benchmark your financial institution with the region and with all our global network. And this is really very, very important. It's also the main tool to participate and win, hopefully, in the Championing the Female Economy Awards that we will attend in a minute. Advocacy, as a champion, you can also become a board member, host summit, and become ambassador, and also position your institution in your market. We would like to give a big shout out to all our mentors in the room. Please do stand up, and a big thank you for all of you. You can see your names: Abiodun, Rachel, Yvonne, all of you. Really a big, big thank you. A big thank you to our long-standing mentors, Rachel McKenzie, for instance, 19 mentees, Yvonne Greaves, 11 mentees, Yvonne just left, Kariel Akilian, 13 mentees. So we are really grateful for you, for your contribution, and the program would not be successful without you. So you will have access in the second half of the year to courses available on our Learning Hub, including our latest released course in English and Spanish, the Women's Market Workforce Training, the primer on the female economy, and other content area that will be made available for all our members throughout the year. The second part of the year is also exciting, with a lot of programs covering different content areas, starting with the mentoring program in July, the hackathon that we launched yesterday, and the gender data learning series in September, followed by the primer on the female economy, and definitely our weekly, monthly webinars. So we are also leading the peer learning programs for the Women Entrepreneurs Finance Code, supporting the community of champions to develop the national coalition and build their data journey through different learning programs that were mentioned. And starting with tomorrow, we have the UK study tour and ongoing efforts for the community of champions. So for the banks in the room, become a member. For the central bankers, the Association of Banks, and anyone else, refer us to members.